Hey fellow explorers, welcome to my page. My name's Corey, and this video is for you to get to know me a little bit. I was born and raised outside of Philadelphia and currently reside in South Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. I love it here. I will always call this place my home. And between being born and living here now, I have lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, LA in California. I've lived in Branson, Missouri. I've lived in Orlando, Florida twice. And I used to live on cruise ships. I've lived quite a few different places, and Philly will always be home. When I was 10, my mom, my aunt, my brother, and my cousin and I went on a 2.5-month, 21 state road trip around the country. And this opened my eyes to what just my country has to offer, let alone the world. This is kind of where my love of travel started. And from that time, I have gone all over the place. I've been to many different islands in the Caribbean, most of Central America, all over North America, Mexico, Canada. I've been to 46 different states. I've been to quite a few different countries in Europe, 2 countries in Asia, and I am actually headed out to Bali, Indonesia in less than a week with some friends. I'm also headed over to Ireland in July for my birthday, and Africa, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and even Doha, Qatar in October, November of this year. So yeah, I have quite an obsession for travel. Not only my travel, but I love helping people see the world, because there's nothing better than seeing the world through other people's eyes and getting a new perspective. I am a classically trained dancer. If you saw my gut, you wouldn't think so. It's been many years since I've danced professionally, but right out of high school in 2004, I joined Carnival Cruise Lines and danced for them for 8 years. In between contracts, I would dance for Disney World, Branson, Missouri, LA. This is why I moved to those places. I ended my dance career in 2012 after a long stint in the hospital from getting MRSA on stage. I decided that the audition period, the rehearsals, everything, it just wasn't for me anymore. I sadly fell out of love with the process of being a professional dancer. But being on stage, I've never lost that love. I miss it every day, but I'm also very happy where my life has gone. I now am a travel agent, have been a travel agent for many years, and couldn't ask for a better career to satisfy my passion for travel and my passion to help others travel. If you notice in the background, I have quite a travel history, and all these photos are actually pictures that I have taken myself through my travels. And this table right there are little trinkets from around the world. We'll take a look at my map, as I have pins in everywhere that I've been, and I plan on growing that map even more this year. My biggest influence for travel is my mother. I know it's very cliche and very mama's boy to say that, but my mom was on the trip across country with me, and so is my Aunt Cheryl, who is another inspiration of mine to travel. And for my mom's 50th birthday, I decided to take her to Greece, and that is actually a picture from our trip. And though I think we were both nervous to see how we travel together as mother and son, we came back there with a new outlook on travel and life. And since then, we have traveled the world together. She had a saying that I don't know if she remembers saying this to me, but it's always stuck. If you don't have to sign a waiver, is it really worth doing? Since then, in my travels with her, I have whitewater rafted quite a few times, actually almost died during whitewater rafting. Jumped from the stratosphere in Las Vegas. I have leaped out of a plane in Cabo San Lucas during whale season, so I could see the whales swimming in the water. I have rappelled down a cliffside more than 200 feet in Canada, and much more. She pushes me to experience life in its fullest, and one of those pushes is to push me to see the world, and she gets to travel with me, and I couldn't ask for a better relationship with my mother with that. She is a huge inspiration to me, and I can't wait to see Africa and Ireland and the Middle East with her this year alone. And next year, I am hoping that we get to see Machu Picchu together. So you will be able to follow our travels, whether it is with her or without her, but you will be able to see these travels on this YouTube channel. So please hit subscribe if you want to see some of the amazing places I get to see, and hopefully with the person that inspires me to see these places. So a funny travel story of mine, when me and my mother went to Greece the first time, everything that could go wrong with the flight did go wrong. We were stuck in Charlotte due to a storm on the tarmac for 4 hours. We finally got to LaGuardia just to take a cab from LaGuardia to JFK to find a new flight. We got from JFK to Madrid, which is one of the longest airports I've ever been to. From Madrid, we went to Athens. We already missed our flight to Santorini, and we stayed the night in Athens. At this point, we were exhausted. The next morning, we flew to Santorini. We got into our room overlooking the Aegean Sea, which was stunning. And in the bathroom, there was a handheld shower, but no shower curtain. And because this was our first time in Europe, me and my mom thought, oh, Europeans, I guess, don't use shower curtains. So we had to remove all the towels and toilet paper from the bathroom so they didn't get wet every time we took a shower. Well, 2 days go by and we keep doing this, and we meet people from Hershey and Baltimore, and we talk about at the bar how Europeans don't use shower curtains. And everybody looked at us weird, and they said, we have shower curtains. So we were so afraid to ask the front desk about a shower curtain because we just thought it was the way the Europeans did it. And so for 2 days straight, we removed everything from our bathroom just to take a shower when all we needed to do was ask about a shower curtain being put up in our bathroom. We learned our lesson real fast that day. Here are some of the photos that I've taken around the world on my adventures. I plan on taking many more photos. I have actually won some competitions with some of these photos that you see here. And I will say this is the most exotic photo. This was taken in Vietnam with my mother while we did an AMA Waterways river cruise. And the funniest story of this one is I love this photo. This was taken at one of the worst hotels I have ever stayed at in Pensacola, Florida. They had a waterfront cafe, as you can see, and that was probably the best part of the hotel. Big mistake because I booked that for me and my mom, and yeah, we tried to get out of it. But this is, as I said before, a picture from my first trip to Europe with my mother. This was Santorini, Greece, and this was the start of my worldly adventures. Here's my world map. I have actually color-coded the pins. Red are the states that I've been to. Gold are the states that I've lived in. Blue is all of the countries or provinces that I have been to in North America. Green are the countries that I've been to in Europe. And then pink is where I've been in Asia. I am looking forward to adding Bali to this very soon. Places in Africa, such as South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Botswana. And even up here, all the way over here to Doha, Qatar in the Middle East. Stay with my channel and you will see highlights from those trips coming up. With this channel, I hope to inspire people to travel the world. I know not everybody has the access to see the world, but even if you want to live vicariously through my travels, I implore you to watch my videos. I am excited to share the world with everybody that follows me. And in the future, you will not just see the travels that I have, but hopefully interviews with people that have changed my life, that I have worked with in the past. You will meet my mom, for sure. I will make sure of that, even though she is a little camera shy. We'll get her over that. And just enjoy every piece of content that I put out there. You don't have to like them all. I probably won't even like them all, but I'm excited to share my world with all of you. Don't forget to click subscribe if you like this video and want to join me on my adventures, and follow my other social media platforms as listed here. Thank you all for joining me. I'm excited to show you the world, and until our next adventure, have a nice day.